Hey, this week I'm going to be trying to incorporate 6 healthy habits into my daily life. Some of these things I already do, but I just want to be a little bit more mindful and present in the moment, you know what I mean? They're really simple, easy things to incorporate into your life, in theory. We'll see how this goes. For starters, I want to focus more on getting a better sleep every night. Sleep is the pinnacle of health. We love a good sleep. We feel good when we have a good sleep. I don't feel good when I don't have a good sleep. So that's like our building block baseline. Let's start there. Now, I've always kind of had a strict schedule ever since I was a kid, so I'm pretty good at sleeping in general, but I've noticed that even if I spend just an extra 15-20 minutes at night scrolling on TikTok before I go to sleep, that I have such a hard time waking up, such a hard time. So I'm putting a strict limit on myself, in bed at 6, sleep by 6:30. So I'm gonna still let myself do a little bit of, just a little bit of TikTok scrollies, just a little bit, just a little taste. But 6:30, asleep, done, phone down, go to bed. Next up is getting a nutritious breakfast. And this one is mostly aimed towards my work week because on the weekends I tend to make better choices, but at work, if left to my own devices, I will just eat sugar and processed carbs all day and then wonder why I feel sluggish and gross. I want to try meditating. I've never meditated before, but here we go. We're gonna try meditating every day for the next week or so and see how it goes. I don't have any expectations of meditation, so I'm going in with a completely blank, open mind, just open to whatever experience happens. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. We'll see. I also want to make sure that I'm getting outside every day. This is another one that I do every day already with the dogs. If we're just going for a walk or playing in the yard or whatever, I'm already out there. But I'm never really paying attention to I don't know, I feel like I could be enjoying the moment a bit more rather than just be gotta go outside with the doggy boys. Instead of just focusing it being on a time for them, it could be a time for us, I'm there as well. Last but not least, I want to be drinking a gallon of water every day. This is another one that I've kind of loosely been doing for the past month and a half or so. It's good. I like it, but I don't finish my bottle every night. I kind of tend to ignore it as the night goes on and on because I really hate having to wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. So I just want to make sure that I'm finishing my water every day and not forgetting about it at the end of the night. So I'm pretty excited to see how this week goes. I think it should be easy, I guess. I don't know. I don't see why there would be any issues with incorporating these habits into my day, but let's see how I feel, see how it goes, and let's get habiting. Why did I say that? That's weird. Let's just get started. Good morning. I have to be quiet because people are still sleeping, but it's Sunday morning. I just got back from a nice long walk with the dogs. I feel very peaceful right now, so I'm going to attempt my first meditation. I'm just going to be doing a little 10-minute one that I found on YouTube, a 10-minute meditation to start your day by Goodful. So we'll see how that goes. I've never meditated before, so my sleep last night was pretty good. I didn't get the 8 to 9 hours, but I think I just know that in general, usually 7.5 to 8 is usually perfect for me, and I got about 7 and a bit. I just woke up at 3:30 a.m. and I couldn't go back to sleep, so I just decided to get up, took the dogs out for a pee, had a little black coffee, watched Chainsaw Man, and then that's when we went out for our long dog walk, and we did 1.25 miles. Now they're tired and happy. And now I can try my meditation, so I'm just gonna sit here and record it. Hopefully my battery doesn't die. We're at 69%. Okay, sorry about that. So for the first little while of meditating, all I could really focus on was how awkward my body felt, and I was holding myself up with every single muscle in my body, just straining to stay sitting, and I couldn't stop thinking about how manually I was breathing, and therefore I felt like I couldn't breathe. Eventually, it kind of chilled out a bit. Why do I feel like I just woke up from the best, deepest sleep of my life? Then I went straight into making my nutritious breakfast of the day. And when I say nutritious breakfast for this challenge, I basically just mean that I'm not eating junk food for breakfast, because I will absolutely do so if given the option. So I made some oats with macadamia milk, topped with some banana, peanut butter, coconut chips, hemp hearts, frozen raspberries, and some brown sugar, because I'm not trying to fool anyone and I like my oatmeal a little bit on the sweeter side. A nutritious breakfast for the day, prepped. Look how pretty that is. Oh yeah, nothing like some sexy silky oats to get your Sunday morning started. Today we're doing a Grow with Jo dance workout video. I'm very excited about because I've wanted to try her videos for a while. And I've heard a lot of good things, and a lot of you guys in the comments have suggested trying some of her workouts. So her couch looks so comfortable. Unless you want to get slapped in the face by your own boobs, I highly recommend a good sports bra when doing a dance workout. Don't be an idiot like me, it hurt.
Somebody come get her, she dancing like a stripper. Somebody come get her, she dancing like a...
That was so much fun. I just had such a good time. Dance workouts are great. Good morning, Monday morning, aka my Sunday. I've been awake for a little bit, had my coffee, and now we're gonna go take the dogs for a walk. Just got back from a nice big dog walk. How far did we go? 3,000 steps worth of a walk. And now we're gonna do our meditation. I'm gonna go for 15 minutes this morning because I just feel like it.
Is it loud in your mind? Just take your time, you're gonna be okay. Puff out your chest.
15 minutes didn't feel any different than 10 minutes. And same as yesterday, I feel refreshed, relaxed, and ready to go get some ingredients so I can do my breakfast meal prep for the week. I just got back from the grocery store picking up my ingredients to make my nutritious breakfast prep throughout my work week. This week, I'm gonna be making just like some overnight oats and then also some like breakfast sandwiches kind of things, just so I have like a little bit of variation and I can choose which one I want that day. I'm gonna make my breakfast for today and then get started on my breakfast meal prep for the week. My favorite kind of day off breakfast is always just some sort of like toast. So today we had a classic avocado toast with tomato and egg. So good. Yum, 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 yum. Dog hair. I got lucky. That is a perfect avocado. Then we jumped into my overnight oats and egg prep, and I'll leave the link to the recipes that I use down below. They're both really good. I just did a plain base of the oats and then added raspberry jam and coconut to half and peanut butter and hemp hearts to the other half. And I'd probably pair a banana with that one as well because peanut butter and banana, so good. Then it's egg time. I sauteed some cauliflower and broccoli rice with some spices and added that as well as some turkey breakfast sausage to each cup. I topped it up with whisked egg and a bit of Gouda cheese, and then I can just throw one of these between an English muffin in the morning before I head to work. And if that's not easy, I don't know what is. Oh, dang, that's good. Time for another Grow with Jo dance workout. Very excited. I made sure to put on an appropriate sports bra today. Got my panache on, holds everything down, locked and loaded in place. There will be no excuse to not just go as hard as possible. So for the get outside portion of these habits, I already get outside every day with my two dogs, Arlo and Briggs, whether it's a walk or just hanging out in the yard. And especially now that we do have a bit of a yard, they can really just enjoy being outside without it having to be a leashed walk. Some days we just sit out there and they lay in the grass and sniff and roll around and simply enjoy being. The joke that millennials just want to buy a house for their dogs was embarrassingly true in our case. First day of the work week trying to do these healthy habits, and I'm definitely finding that it's a lot harder to get these all done in a work day compared to a weekend day like my last 2 days were. So I still need to meditate, exercise, and finish my water. I'm on track to finish my water, but if I finish this, that means I'm absolutely going to wake up in the middle of the night to go pee, and I hate that. So I should have drank a little bit more. But I also did have 2 teas today. That would be about that much water. Should I just cheat? No, I can't do that. I'll have to drink the water. Throughout my work week, I definitely found myself gravitating towards less strenuous exercises, like just doing gentle yoga and stretching. I was having a bit of a rough week at work, and honestly, I didn't have much energy for anything else. And that's okay.
Reach up and over through the left side of the body. Warrior 2. Go round into your shape. Deepen the breath and then find soft, easy. Paint an imaginary wall all the way down And then continue to paint your mat as you pull the right hip crease back, sending the hips back, left hip point over the left knee. Flex.
It's important to remember it could be something as small as deciding to go to bed.
So after doing meditation for about 7 days, I can fully say that I'm a convert. I am a believer. It feels so nice, and I'm actually excited to keep practicing at it.
That's one little thing you can plan for your day to bring that attention to joy.
What a nice way to be able to start my days off. Ooh, girl. Gonna have some of my little nutnog. This stuff is so good. I'm obsessed. So, yeah, I don't know. I was kind of just rough cutting the footage, putting everything together, trying to see where this video was going, and I kind of lost it. I just noticed kind of as the week went on, I had less and less footage, and there wasn't much to kind of cobble together there. You know, I kind of lost the point a little bit, and I was like, great, do I just scrap this whole video? Like, start over, just not have something to post on Friday? And then I was like, no, let this be a lesson for me, maybe for you, I don't know. But let's be truthful, let's be real, let's be honest, let's spill some tea. Is that the saying? Spill some tea? I just have not been feeling good this week at all. I'm physically and mentally exhausted. I am like overwhelmed by having to complete a list of tasks at work, come home and complete another list of tasks. They seem like such small, easy things that you could incorporate into your day, and they are, but they're also time consuming, and they take up a lot of mental load in your brain, which for me leads to exhaustion. And on my weekends, it's super, super easy to get all this done. Like, no problem, I love it. Like this morning, today is my Saturday, so I woke up and I just like had a great relaxing morning, went out with the dogs, had a walk, did some yoga, meditated, ate a nutritious breakfast. What's left to do for the day but finish my water and like exercise a bit more? But during the work week, it's just like, it was too much. And especially, my husband's out of town for quite a few days this week, and so I was also a single dog mom on top of all of that, so I had to kind of shift around my work schedule a bit. So it was much heavier in the beginning of the week, and then it had to be lighter in the end of the week, but I'm still like rushing like crazy so I can get out of there on time to get home for the dogs. It was just a lot. And last night, I was just like feeling so shitty, and I hadn't really done my exercise for the day. I did like light yoga, and I was just like, ugh, like I failed this challenge. Like, how could I do this? Like, it's so easy. These things on this list are just so easy to complete. I just didn't feel good. And I baked a pan of brownies, and I sat on the couch, and I watched Austin Powers while eating said brownies out of the pan with a fork, and it felt good. It doesn't help that I'm on my period, and I'm just bloated, and all I want to do is eat carbs, 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 carbs until I feel sick. One good thing, though, that I've discovered is that I really enjoy meditating. I think it feels super nice. I wasn't really educated about it before. I didn't really know. I kind of had this idea that meditating was sitting under a freezing cold waterfall for an hour, you know, like that kind of thing. I didn't know that guided meditation was a thing, and so I accidentally kind of stumbled onto that with the first video that I chose, and that was really nice. I liked that a lot, and I think that is something that I want to incorporate into my life going forward. Not every day. In terms of the exercise, I did my first Grow with Joe dance workout, and I had a blast. Honestly, so much fun. I think that's going to be my winter cardio indoors because it'll be too cold to use the treadmill in the garage. It was so good. Also, another great thing, the nutritious breakfast. Like sometimes I would prepare like overnight oats for work, but I'd never made like a little egg kind of thing, the little egg breakfast sandwich that I made was so good. And that's something that I think I'd like to continue in the future, doing something like that, just getting my work week breakfasts done and out of the way so it's not something I have to worry about. Because when I don't do that is when I just like, I'm at work and I'm like, oh, there's a sugar cookie. Oh, there's an eclair. Oh, there's a croissant. Don't mind if I do. Like, I'm that cartoon character who's like floating, following their nose to like a wafting pie. Like, that's me at work in the morning if I don't sort out my breakfast beforehand. I'm usually pretty good at sleep, like in general. However, I know that I spend too much time like on TikTok on my phone before bed, just scrolling through silly videos, having a laugh, having a giggle, learning some things sometimes, but that's something that I want to do less of. But in general, I think I have like a good sleep hygiene down aside from that. And then drinking a gallon of water a day is something that I've been doing already for about the past month and a half, I think. Feels really good. Like in the beginning when I started doing that, it was really, really hard to finish the water and I had to pee constantly all the time. But it's like your body gets used to it, I guess. I don't know the science behind it, so don't ask me. But now I'm just like, I kind of like crave the water a bit. Because maybe this is really weird, but when I was younger, like probably until I was in my 20s, I didn't know what thirsty felt like. Is that bizarre? I didn't ever get the feeling of being thirsty. When I was younger and in school, I would maybe have like a juice box a day. And I didn't feel thirsty. So it took a really long time into my young adult life to like understand what feeling thirsty was. So it's like for a lot of my life, I was just really dehydrated, but now I'm like on the water game, hydrate, good for your skin, good for your body. And I'm really into it. I'm a certified hydro homie now. So I'm drinking my gallon a day and it's really nice. Getting outside, I already almost every day I'm outside. If I'm like some days after work, I don't walk the dogs because my husband walks the dogs also a lot. So some days I don't walk them. So some days we'll just like play in the back if I'm like particularly exhausted from work or something, and like play fetch, throw the ball around. And they have a blast doing that, and that gets me outside as well. But I can for sure say that if we didn't have dogs, I probably would not get outside as much. Especially because, this is also weird, I don't like the idea of like people seeing me outside. Like we don't have a fenced yard, so if I'm out in the back, people can see me, and I hate that. I'm like, don't look at me. I just want to vibe in my backyard without feeling like someone's watching me. And we used to have this neighbor who like literally every single time I would be outside, she would magically appear and like try to talk to me from across the street. Like, lady, leave me alone. I'm just trying to chill in my backyard, hang out with my dogs, have a good time. But since she's moved, I have such a more relaxed time out there. I know that sounds so bad probably, but like, I just don't want to be perceived, okay? Yeah, that's the truth of how my week of healthy habits went. Started off real strong, went downhill real fast, and then this morning went back up. I mean, I am pretty tired and exhausted still today, but I think we're on the up and up now after this. I've learned I like some of these activities more than I thought I would and want to implement them into my life for sure to continue improving myself. And that's what this channel is about. So I learned that I like Grow with Jo videos. I learned that I really like meditating, and I learned that I want to make more egg breakfast sandwiches for work. So I know this is a bit of a weird ending to the video. Not all sunshine and rainbows and happy unicorn farts and stuff, but I just wanted to be completely honest and truthful. And if, you know, like there's so many of these videos out there that it's like, I do all these wonderful habits. I wake up at 5 a.m. every day, blah, blah, blah. Like, I have this great scheduled life and I'm on top of shit and I know what's going on. And it's okay if you don't, because most of the time those people are not actually living that life every single day. So I had 7 of these habits, and maybe you're like, that's way too many. Why would you try to incorporate all of those in at once? But it's because a lot of these things that I already do, but I like wasn't really focusing on, I guess. So I just wanted to be more mindful of it and proactive about it. So that's why that was a thing. Check out meditation, check out Grow with Jo. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's a bit of a weird ending here, but we just gotta keep it real, you know? We just gotta keep it real up in here. Maybe you liked it, maybe you didn't. If you did, leave a dinosaur emoji in the comments. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you wanna see more videos like this and kind of also not like this, because I do a lot of weird other shit as well. So the dogs, thank you for watching. I thank you for watching. Have a great day. Love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.